I think I was like almost seems like word is awful circle and which about our next speaker is S Krishnakumar. Extremely accomplished person. I'll be trying to keep the introduction short. It's run many pages. Mr. S Krishnakumar is an eminent engineering leader with over 46 years of distinguished experience. Mr. Krishnakumar retired as the Senior Vice President of Engineering at Lucas TVS, Chennai, after a remarkable 20-year tenure leading R&D and quality functions. Earlier, he served a 22-year leadership at L&T in product engineering and profit center management, and foundational years as an R&D engineer at the English Electric Company, India. His expertise spans product design and development, reliability engineering, warranty and customer quality management, and lean manufacturing innovations. He has enriched his visions through collaborations with renowned Japanese and American experts and is a champion for a Deming Application Prize and Deming Grand Prize for Lucas TVS. Beyond industry, Mr. Krishnakumar has been a distinguished adjunct and visiting professor at leading institutions such as VIT Vellore, Anna University, Indian National Academy of Engineers, and RMK Engineering College, sharing his deep knowledge in automotive R&D and CAD CAM. A prolific innovator, he holds 17 approved patents and continues to champion excellence as an IIT PANS leader since 2021. It is my honor to welcome Ms. S Krishnakumar to address the gathering on mastering new product development, competence gaps, and how CAD Center can accelerate innovation. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, friends. It's my privilege to be here because my friend, very close friend, Mr. Parsali, he invited me and I met him about maybe 6 months back in his office after a gap of about 20 years, probably, right, on some other occasion. And when I came in, I had a very pleasant surprise. Generally, I don't use a white shirt because I am in the factory person. So we have a uniform. Today I came with a white shirt and I found white shirt is common here. I don't have this name, CAD Centre here. So otherwise I am one of you. So, I thought initially I will talk about what we have done, what I have done with my teams in the last around 5 decades of product design and development, engineering, quality, lean manufacturing, and all that, very briefly, and then go ahead with what is the requirement of the country today to become the world leader. Because that is the theme of this. Yesterday I came to know in detail. Okay? And after that, I will also speak about what is the shortcoming or what is the shortfall, not shortcoming, shortfalls of the engineers who are coming from the colleges and how SALS is doing, how CAD Centre can help. Okay? I will go a little faster in slides. The reason being, I want to cover the later part in little more detail. Okay? My topic is accelerating product development in the present industry scenario to make India the design and innovation capital of the world. You know why I wanted to talk about accelerating product development is everybody means product development, but unless you accelerate, and speed is the essence of the whole development, I've always been concentrating on time to market. And I've been trained by Japanese consultants for at least about 25 years, from Hitachi, from Jusei, so many places, and also from US. Okay, I visited, or at least, I visited Japan at least about 30 times to meet various consultants and collect and do a lot of work. Okay. Now, I thought I would just explain here what exactly I have been involved in. L&T McNeil was a group in which I started in a much more detail in terms of in-house R&D. Our in-house R&D, we started in 1985. Okay? Even today, it is on their own. There is no collaboration, there is no license, nothing. There is no joint venture. Same with Lucas TVS, I want to talk about in automotive industry, in Lucas TVS, the reason being the automotive industry leads the economy in any country. If automotive industry grows, economy grows. If the automotive industry does not grow, economy does not grow. There is a way it goes on all over the world. This is my observation. So I developed in-house R&D in 1985. Because Lucas stopped working with TVS and we came on our own. We were on our own. I developed the complete product. If you look at any product, any vehicle running on the road, my product is running. I have the frame. You take a two-wheeler, Honda Activa, large numbers. Every day, about 60, 70,000 starter motors are being produced by it. It is our own R&D. There is no collaboration, there is no design. Same way, if you look at Maruti, all Maruti cars are fitted with our starter motors, except few where they buy from Denso. Okay. Then I developed the 3D CAD when nobody knew what is 3D CAD. I developed it in L&T in 1987, 88 with IDEA software using Sun Spark workstation. I don't think they're all existing today. I don't know whether ideas are still existing. I'm not really sure of that. And the first PC, my association with computerization goes back to 1968 when nobody knew what a computer was. In Guinea Engineering College, we had the first computer in this part of India. That was in 1968 when we had ICL 1401. It was a mainframe computer, almost the size of this column, and had only 4 KB RAM and some all very big tape drives and all that. I did a project through that. Next was the IBM 370 155 in IIT Madras, where I did a project on FEM, finite element analysis, by writing the program in Fortran. There was no answers, there was nothing, no raster, nothing was available. They are all developed later. So my project in IIT was on the FEM on the wheel of a car, on the rim of the car. Okay, these are all some past histories, past glories. So I developed integrity, a PLM. If you look at PLM, nobody knew what a PLM was in 1990s. I introduced PLM in Lucas TVS in 1997 with PTC, Paravati Technology Corporation, Bridge PLM. It is still running very well. It is totally, what shall I say, customized for our application. I will also show you some of these things here. I did product testing and reliability focus. I had the opportunity of having the full freedom to do whatever I want in Lucas TVS, but as long as I produce results. So the management was so, they gave me all the freedom to do that. I invested somewhere around 500 crores on testing, product testing. To give you a picture, we are on this part of Asia, we are the biggest testing center for auto electricals. So I developed a large benchmarking room. The benchmarking room, first you must understand, we were making products which are about 10 kg, 8 kg, 20 kg weight, costing 800 rupees to from 10,000 rupees, starter motor to alternator. I earned 1,200 part numbers. So I had a room 3 times this hall for doing benchmarking. I had all the products of various customers. Anyway, these are all past history. So I just thought how this Indian industry has evolved. 1983, it was a license law. Many of you would have been born at that time. I think. Then next came Japanese players. Then 1993 to 2005, Japanese car brands in India. Then present scenario, if you look at the Make in India programs, cost, quality, delivery. These are the three things Lucas TVS we have been focusing. We call it QCDS, quality, cost, delivery, service. And some people added motivation to that. Being an engineering, I didn't add motivation. Okay. So challenges in the present market today, faster response to change. We must deliver the product before the customer changes his mind. This applies to your products as well. If the customer changes his mind, you lose the business. You can even compare it with a restaurant like Sangeeta Saravana Bhavan in Chennai. You go and order masala dosa. If it doesn't come in 10 minutes, you can change your mind and say, I want pongal. Right? So that is the way. Multicultural environment in India, Japanese, Korean, American, etc. Now, present trends in engineering industry, everybody is looking for PPM level quality. I don't know how many of you know what is PPM, parts per million. You know, when we started working with Maruti in 1985, when they came to India, they called Lucas TVS and said, I want you to start a motor and alternator. And at that time, they said, what is your quality level? We are so happy to say our quality level is 2% warranty. Okay? They say, what 2%? What is this nonsense? Please work out. I want 1% next year, 0.5% year after, like that, 50%. And when we introduced this complete new product development process and all that in 1997, we were on somewhere around 1.2% warranty. Within 5 years, I brought it down to 10 ppm. Today, I think it is 7 ppm or 10 ppm. So leverage on lean manufacturing process, relentless focus on value to customer. Whatever we do, value is important. Okay. Continuous focus on improvement of EVAs. I don't know how many of you know what is EVA and ROC, economic value addition. I don't want to go into finance here. So speed of the reliable product development is the essence today for becoming world class. If you don't have speed, you are finished. So strategies shall be success factors, quality, cost, delivery, service, innovation, time to market. This I have changed according to the present trend. Innovation is very important here. So critical capabilities, what we did was design automation, CAE, collaboration with customers. I learned several of these things from Japanese guys and I implemented. And they were all successful. Can you imagine the number of products that we developed in Lucas TVS was somewhere around 90 to 100 new products every year. And almost 85 to 90% of the total invoicing was due to R&D products developed in-house. The balance is because of some pressure from Maruti, wherein we have to supply some alternators and some starting motors with Mitsubishi technical license for specific cars for export. Technology development, quality systems, statistical tools, all this. And the best part is lean system, HRD. These are very important. I developed this complete new product development process, a stage gate process. How many of you know? I don't know about that. But people working in product development, this I think applies to softwares as well. But it may not be so elaborate. I don't know about that. How you do the software development. Now, initially product proposal, product concept, detailed design, prototype testing, initial production, regular production. I am a pure manufacturing and design guy. So I talk a little more on engineering. If you are not with me, please stop me and I will answer the question. Okay? So new product success, process related factors, unique features and superior value to the customer. It should be highly visible. That's very important. When you get into a new epic Swift, I bought a new ethics for my personal use sometime back. I was really surprised at the kind of technology that they've developed. The complete, when I come out of my house at the gate, if I turn right, it is asking me, are you going to Anna University or IIT Madras? Then I generally go there. When I turn left, it is asking me, are you going to the Gandhi Club or Mailapur Temple, like that. So, positioning of the product with respect to market and competition, high relative quality, solve customer and end user problem. The product should be innovative enough to solve customer problem and nothing else. That is the topmost priority. Selling price to meet globally accepted market prices. So new product development metrics, I don't want to go deeper into this. Very important is manufacturing quality rejections, new product quality rejections in the first 6 months. We learn from Japanese, if there is a failure in 6 months, it will become a failure forever. Example, nano car. Tata's nano car. We are also part of that. I developed the starter motor alternator, bypass, ignition system, everything for nano. Finally, the reason for the failure is one of them was our product. I want to admit that. The number of new customers served in the year, time to market, which is very important. My focus in the next part of the presentation, after about another few more minutes, is going to be on the how to improve the speed. Business loss with the customer target cost not met. So, what I want to say here is in school we have been learning cost plus profit is equal to selling price. In the schools, you buy a product for 8 rupees, add 2 rupees, 10 rupees is your selling price. Today it is not so. Selling price is fixed by the market, not by yourself. For the same features, similar product, price is the same, almost. You take cars, you take TV, you take washing machine, anything. Only cost is in the control of the organization, hence it has to be contained within the target arrangement as above. We are following a process like this, a target cost process. Then quality and reliability, these are all the processes by which you are able to achieve the required quality and reliability. To tell you the truth, I got softwares, Reliasoft for reliability, so many things I bought, and we were implementing it. One simple example I can give you, TAFE wanted us to stop supplies. TAFE is part of the TVS group, related. Okay. They said, I don't want to buy starter from you because Bosch is offering a warranty for 2,500 hours of running of the tractor. We were offering 1,600 hours. He said, unless you come back within a week and say that you will give 2,500, I am not going to buy anything from you. Then my management said, Krishnakumar, please go and find out how we can do it. Then I did a complete warranty analysis and came out with the fact that if I increase it to 2,500 hours, my additional cost is going to be 0.5%. That 0.5%, we went and asked the cafe. They said, yes, we will give you 0.5%, go ahead. What I'm trying to say, the reliability engineering has got that capacity. So this is a reliability test plan. Now, another thing is Taguchi DOE. We learned design of experiments by Taguchi. There are softwares available today, which we can use. Then accelerated products, accelerated testing, I know what is happening there. Then effective project management using PLM, product lifecycle management. I also see in one of your catalogs where you are saying you are also training some people on PLM. Design process automation. I did design process automation in the year 2004. Not today, 21 years ago. I'll just show you here. I know what is happening in the screen. Some loose contact. Okay, I'll talk about PLM. the PLM, product lifecycle management, when I introduced in 1998, first site for anybody in India for PLM at that time. Nobody else knew what is the PLM, not even Tata Motors. Why I'm saying Tata Motors is telco is the starting point of EDK or design or anything to do with computer, they are the starting point. Way back to maybe I think 1970s even, or end of 70s. Any luck? Okay. Design, go back. Okay. I think there's something wrong with this slide. Okay. Then I did design process automation using parametric modeling in Pro E, which is now called Creo. Earlier it was called Pro E, Pro Engineer. The design process we were making alternators, designing alternators. The products are all similar in nature in terms of design size. Only the size will be small, big like that. You take a 50 amps alternator, it will be this size. 100 amps will be more like that. So we did a complete design process automation by which the saving of 3 months in time in the complete product development time was possible. We could achieve it in 4 hours. Then lean manufacturing lines. We established lean manufacturing lines with Japanese help from Jet Management Private Limited. Yeah, if you look at all the lean lines in Lucas TVS, we are the number one in the country to introduce lean. Way back in 1997. Okay, then some manufacturing process simulations. These may be very similar, very simple now, but the point is I did that with ProE. Then additive manufacturing. First rapid prototyping machine it was called earlier. Additive manufacturing machine we introduced in Anna University. The machine was costing 2.5 crores in 1997-98, and Lucas TV offered 1.25 crores. Federal Republic of Germany, German government offered 1.25 crores. We introduced a department called CADD Centre for CAD. So that is the starting point of additive manufacturing. Then design for manufacture and assembly. Many people do not know what is DFMA. Softwares are available. I don't know if you are also teaching DFMA. The Japanese told us DFMA is a process to reduce cost, nothing else. So to reach the target cost, you do DFMA. I implemented enormously in Lucas TV and achieved success. Now, accelerating product development process to make India the design and innovation capital of the world. I am suggesting that the power of PLM and CAD integration is a process by which you can accelerate the product development. PDM or PLM, earlier it was called product data management, today product lifecycle management, so it is for the whole life cycle. So suppliers, planning, CAE or CAD, whatever it is, customers, manufacturers, service, all are linked. So if you look at PLM, it organizes controls and streamlines how product data is used across the entire cycle. I don't want to read this, it is for you to read. I'll explain to you in simple terms. There is a workflow which is produced, which makes the complete process automated. So CAD and PLM are integrated. We did that in 1998 in Lucas TVS. We achieved great success. I want to tell you that. So the solution is integrated digital workflow where CAD and PLM work together as an unified system. I don't know about your organization, many training centers and training organizations teach PLM separately, CAD separately. But they don't know that these two have to be integrated. Unless you integrate, as a user, I will get no benefit, except that I have another system with me. It is like ERP, where it's a design ERP, engineering ERP. all many of you may be conversant with ERP. I'm not very sure of that. Okay. So, benefit one, single source of truth. See, what happens is, without PLM, CAD files often live on local drives. Many engineers, they do the job, they do the design on the local drive or maybe in the server or in the cloud today. But they have to be integrated together along with manufacturing and up to the end of the life cycle, up to the warranty period, end of warranty period of the product. So with PLM, CAD data is automatic operations and support, sales and marketing. All these are combined to do concurrent engineering. In Lucas TVS, I had the privilege of doing the complete layout in the factory in the design department. I had 450 engineers way back in 2000. When I left, it was 700. Okay, 450 engineers, each one doing their own work, and in teams and in product groups. But what I did was one day, my management said, introduce concurrent engineering. I said, give me free time. Okay. So the Japanese, I worked with the Japanese guy, Dr. Hirano. He told me, go for a woman office. So all the cabins were demolished. I also was sitting in the hall, but in a corner. I had a table. That's it. I was vice president. Okay. And each table will have product design, product development, tool design, then the production engineering, then manufacturing, and a person from marketing and purchasing on a part-time basis. He will come and sit there. So we used to work together. That is the concurrent engineering we were doing. Now today, you don't have to do all that. You can do online. You can do everything from the server, sitting in your place, working on different projects. So shorter design cycles because fast overlap instead of waiting for handoffs. I read in some book, in those days, I have seen it myself, the design department, we used to make drawings and 3D models and all that. We make the drawing and throw it over the wall to production engineering. Because production engineering is another compartment. It will go into that place and they will read it and they will say, the drill hole is showing a 6.2 mm for a 6 mm screw. I don't have a drill for 6.2. I will give only 6.3 back. So these people are bungling up and they will throw it back. This used to happen. They have been totally eliminated in the concurrent engineering on PLM. Then automated workflows. I think I don't have to explain this. Many you will know. Cuts delays from manual work and ensures traceability as well. Then CAD-driven bill of material management. Straight away from the PLM, you can get engineering BOM, manufacturing BOM, service BOM. Many people know BOM, but they don't know how to prepare it. Most of the software guys, they know how to do that, but they don't know what to include where. So this is being handled by engineering IT. There is no IT department coming into Lucas TVS in engineering. I had a separate group called Engineering Information System, wherein I had about 10 engineers working only on this. Then I want to talk about digital twin and simulation integration. This is what I have learned in the last maybe few years, 2 or 3 years, or maybe more. What happens is the digital twin, when I start using it, the whole thing gets integrated very fast. If you look at that graph, simulation capability comparison with digital, the traditional process and with digital twin. If you look at the CAD design, PLM storage, simulation, manufacturing, validation, analysis, they all go on parallel. So there is a digital line. If you look at the connected models, CAD models stored in PLM can be directly linked to the simulation, CAE and twin environments. At the same time, manufacturing and testing, all they go together. So what I want to say, this leads to faster validation cycle and fewer late stage surprises. this late stage surprise we used to have. I will give you one simple example. We were developing a wagon or starter motor way back, maybe about 15 years ago. Starter motor for wagon. We were making starter motors for Maruti 800, the Maruti, Omni, all these things. It's a variant of that. And when the design was made, nobody went through fully. When the product was about to be tested on the assembly line, so we were so sure. This is just after all, it's a similar product. Nothing great in this. And the Maruti guy was sitting there. We found that the pinion, the pinion which drives the ring gear of the engine had a bore of 10 millimeter, shaft was the bushing was 10 millimeter, ID, shaft was 8 above. So that kind of setup is I'm talking about. So collaboration across the value chain, because of this digital twin, what I wanted to talk about, it is possible to have control the visualization tools, global collaboration, all that. All these operations are combined together. Reduce back and forth with quicker supplier onboarding. Then reuse and knowledge capture. We can reuse all the information. If you look at this in Lucas TVS, the Japanese guys told us, you are doing new product development way back about 20 years ago. They said the manufacturing engineering is part of engineering. There is no product development design, but manufacturing engineering is part of it. So we were all very clear how to manufacture, how to make it. Manufacturing guys also know the design. So that is the way it went on. So reuse and knowledge capture, we know when we design a product, this can be done in sorts of plants. We had 7 plants in the country, one in Iran at the time. We closed Iran plant. Documents, drawings, specifications, programs, etc. So best practices for combining PLM and CAD. Choose CAD integrated PLM. What I'm trying to say is Siemens Team Center with NX or Basalt with Enovia, like that. Automated CAD PLM, there are 6 things. Use cloud-based PLM, which is faster and better, less investment. Then define governance upfront. Train teams thoroughly. That's very important for this. So use of PLM and CAD using a digital twin for product development will lead to very great amount of reduction of time. So when I talk about development time, it is reduced by 20 to 40%. Even though the percentage looks smaller, it is not 200% or 300%. Please understand, being in engineering, I know what it means. Okay, when I develop a product for Maruti, they will give me 8 months time. If I say 20 to 40% of that, something great. So that is the way I look at it. Cost overrun significantly reduced. Product quality improved through better collaboration, validation. Time to market. This is very, very important today. If you are late for any, I'll give you an example. UK, they wanted in the aftermarket about 40 different types of starter motors for various cars which are not made in India or they were not being made in UK at that time. But the starter motor number will be 20 numbers, 10 numbers. So we have a line, we have all our lines in which I can make one number. One number is possible in lean manufacturing. So they said, I want all this. When I wanted to do this, I found that it's possible to look at this kind of operations like that. So digital twin system for new product development. The examples are here. You can go into ChatGPT or whatever it is, or Perplexity or anything. You will find large amount of data on digital twin for product development. One example is BMW. Another example is I think I've given somewhere else. Aeronautics. Okay. So benefits reduce the time to market, lower development cost, higher product quality, customization and personalization, sustainability. Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce is using extensively this digital twin. In India, who else is using? I don't know. In Lucas TVS, I suggested to them. Probably they're able to implement. I'm not there today. Automotive BMW, iNext electric vehicle. So digital twins enable design, simulate, test, optimize, produce. So present level of industry readiness of engineering graduates coming from colleges, competency gap. I have divided into 3-4 headings. Technical competency, outdated curriculum. Many colleges follow outdated curriculum, leaving some institutions like VIT, where you can select what you want, and they're also doing a lot of other things. I've been involved with VIT, I know about VIT. IIT, of course, no doubt. Then, if you look at this, they don't teach AI, ML, cloud computing, IoT. These are all taught in IT or computer science engineering, not in mechanical or electrical or electronics or civil engineering. But they are very useful for everybody. It is not that it is used by IT people. Lack of practical exposure, heavy theory, limited lab project work. Their graduates lack hands-on experience with tools, frameworks, real world. I tell you, we conduct innovation competition in PALS every year. First question I ask is, show me the calculation, design calculation. So far, I have not seen any design calculation from any college. They only do some hodgepodge design. Domain specific depth missing, mechanical, civil, etc. CAD, CAE, MATLAB, ANSYS, etc. Design and innovation, weak fundamentals in design thinking. I think I'm coming to the end. Limited exposure to CAD, CAE tools, and then inability to translate abstract concepts into manufacturable designs. We look at the prototyping and validation, additive manufacturing. Many colleges have bought 3D printing machine. You go and see what they are doing, nothing has come up required for product development. They do some outside work. When Lucas TVS wants a 3D model of the product, I don't have capacity within the company, I go and give it there and I get it there. Many colleges do that, but they keep a 3D printing machine for the sake of getting NAC, accreditation or whatever it is. Then limited knowledge of torrent stack up, GD&T, nothing. Simulation and testing tools. The lean manufacturing system, there are several software which we can use to simulate. I have used them way back about 20 years ago. Poor knowledge of smart factories, IoT enabled machines, project and product lifecycle management. I don't want to go in details. Cross-functional team working, communication, documentation, competence for technical reports. You ask them to write a report, they don't want only to copy a project report. Many of them. I am not blaming anybody here. I am only feeling very bad that it has become like that. It was not better even during our times. Our time, these were not required. These were not taught. Okay, when I say our time, I passed out in 1970, 55 years ago. Okay? Business and market awareness, design, how to convert a customer need to manufacturable product, end-to-end awareness, idea, design, prototype, up to mass production. So, processes adapted by IIT PALS. I am a champion in IIT Madras PALS. PALS is Pan IIT, all IIT put together. We are friends to non-IIT colleges. So we teach the faculty. We got this year about 70 colleges across South India and also one in Kathmandu. Okay, all these are part of PALS. We do a lot of work here. Industry visits we organize, faculty and student development program, lectures by industry experts, hands-on problem solving workshop, exposure to latest engineering tools such as digital pen, AI. I organize a digital pen FDP through TCS, but unfortunately it was related to software development, not core engineering. Analyze problem-solving competitions, student-led training, resident student workshops to convert innovative ideas into prototype and further to startup. Yesterday, I we could listen to Dr. Prabhu Rajagopal. He talked about 103 startups, at least 60 to 70% are from IIT. Okay. Resident student workshop, innovation competition, prototype development workshop. And also recently we had some problem given by this industry being solved. So what CAD Centre can do, CAD Centre and PALS collaboration, faculty and student development program, lecture on the latest product design process, digital twin, PLM and their applications, including hands-on training. Exposure to latest engineering tools, digital twins, AI-based product design. There are lots and lots of people, even laymen, talking about AI today. But what it can do, how it can do, I don't know. At least 95% of the people don't know. They only know Google Map or whatever it is, or ChatGPT. Okay. Conduct one-day workshop at Parents Hubs. I spoke to Mr. Basardi on a workshop at Mysore to start with. Innovation competition, internships to work hands-on, new product design, simulation design, digital twins. So if you think good design is expensive, you should look at the cost of dynamic. That's the key. Any question you have, please ask. To the extent I can, I will answer. If you ask me on software development or coding, I will not be able to do that. Because I'm a pure engineering guy, about 5 decades of R&D only. Any question? I combine some autobiography along with what is required today. Yes. No question means nobody has understood anything. Or you understood everything, whatever I told you, which is very difficult to believe. So, so
I'll see you.
yeah. Okay. Now, PALS, IIT PALS is a group of champions. Pan IIT, all IITs in the country. You know how many IITs are there in India today? Any guess?
27.
Yeah. 25. Any other guess?
Yep.
23 as of today. It is going to be 38 by next year. That is the plan. Now, it doesn't mean that the quality of education from IIT will come down. We make sure of that. And I have seen that in IIT Hyderabad, IIT Tirupati, they are as good as IIT Madras. May not be having such a big infrastructure. That's all. Okay. So what we do is we have got champions from various IITs. The total number of people champions is around 12 today. I am a champion of IIT Madras. I am the head of Industry Tower. Industry Tower is I work with industry to put their experience and knowledge to academia. That is the purpose. So we try to teach or coach non-IIT colleges to come to the level of IIT at some time in future. May not be immediate. So we charge a very nominal fee to become a member, less than ₹1 lakh, to ensure that they are having some responsibility. Okay. So we charge them and they are members of the PALS group and we have got a chairman and a co-chairman and all that. PALS is 20 years old. We have been having 6 colleges. Today we have 63 colleges as of now. And we have got a target of 75 to reach before September end. Because September end we close all memberships. We work with industry. Last year I could get the 15 industries into our board to help us, including large companies like L&T, SAIL, so many people, Vidani, all these people across South India. We have not expanded further. We were only in Tamil Nadu 3 years ago. We expanded to Andhra Pradesh 2 years ago. Now we have expanded to my Karnataka and Kerala. So we conduct faculty development program, 3 or 4 sessions a day for 2 hours each, in which we teach the faculty the latest techniques, what I talked about here. These techniques are not taught in the college. Even if you look at the syllabus of IT or computer science engineering, I think it should be at least 5-6 years old. But the way the whole thing is growing, I don't think they come to that level at any point of time. This is what I understand. I have not gone into the detail. This is what I understand from people. So mechanical engineering, say for example, I will give you a simple example. Some of the buildings were demolished, large buildings were demolished. When the World Trade Center was broken, it was demolished further. There was a building in Mughaliwakam here, some 8 or 10-story building, how it was demolished. How to do demolition is a great technique. I learned only from a civil engineering presentation made in Paris. So like that, these are all not taught in colleges. And these are important from the point of view of working in the industry and getting into the industry. So, see, internships, we are not focusing much because there are several people who do internship, particularly AICT. Just in the morning session, that lady spoke about internships of AICT or somebody from the group. So if you look at the website, somewhere around 5-6 lakhs of people are waiting for internship. I don't know when they will get. I was part of AICT. I am a distinguished visiting professor of INAE, Indian National Academy of Engineers. It's a part of AICT. But still, I used to tell them, this internship will please go away because it is a job of HR, not you. So that is one thing. We also conduct industry visits to various places. I fixed up a visit. Can you imagine if you want to go into Infosys, working with Mahindra World City or Renault Nissan, it is impossible for any college to go and see where we organize. I have organized on 30th September for some of the college. Like that it goes on. And there are several things we do in past. We work with industries give problems, line problems. I'm talking about core engineering and also the IT. We have got IT group and core engineering group, both. This is in a nutshell what we are doing. I think I have exceeded the time. I don't know whether exceeded your expectations. I'm not sure of that.
So, sir, like you have touched most of it, but as far as internship is concerned or industrial visit is concerned, we can visit a factory, but as you said, it's highly impossible to get an entry into the design department. This is because of the current trend that is happening.
Correct.
Most of these students are joining only computer science courses, and they don't even know the opportunities that are there in the automotive or design industry. So to inspire people, at least come as part of the government, somewhere you can influence and ask the top design centers or the GCCs. They must give internship inside design centers, development centers. Has to be mandated because nobody's able to get, because in the name of confidentiality, nobody gets access into that.
Correct. I will answer your point. In Lucas TVS, at least from 2010, we have been getting interns from BITS Planning. BITS Planning has got a great system of sending one faculty member here to Chennai. He controls some 10 or 15 interns. I always used to take 5 people in Lucas TVS, and they are very good. In fact, I give them a project, they will do 100% complete, submit a report and go. The problem with interns coming into core engineering or workshop, manufacturing or design department It is not the confidentiality as you are thinking. It is not so. The problem is that we have no time. Sitting in the design department, I will get a problem which has to be solved today. We will have problems like that, 5 or 6 problems in a day. Manufacturing, design, quality, everywhere. So total 5-6 problems I have to solve today. We don't solve, I cannot go home. When I say I mean the core of my team. Okay. This cannot be done by an intern. So we always tell them, we give you a long-term project. I will give you warranty, study of a particular starter motor, and they will do a great job. But the problem is, if I give them a design problem, I have no time. So I am telling you practically, it is very difficult for the engineering, manufacturing, and design department to give a problem to an intern and wait for the results. We can only train them. We train them. For example, the Bishpilani people first, maybe about 5-6 years ago, I trained them on PLM and I put them onto that. I finally gave them a project. They did a good job. But if I tell them I want this problem to be solved, it might not be possible. This could be one reason why people don't allow interns into design department. But I used to allow 5 people every year. And the best part is, at 5 o'clock, that faculty member will come. We close at 4:45, but of course I am there up to 6 o'clock. Okay, 5 o'clock he will come and review with the students what they have done that day. So he will come on around, I think once a week or something like that. So if such a program is done by colleges, it is possible. But I have so far not seen any other institution apart from Bishpilani doing this. I hope I answered your question.
Just to let you know that, like Sal mentioned, they invite industry partners. 2 months ago, CADD Centre was invited, and we are now accepted as an industry partner of PALS. That day, along with us, Infosys was also brought in. We are working with the PALS group quite intensely to reach out to all the member colleges, 60, 70 colleges. As we speak, we are now discussing about doing a program in Mysore for about 15 colleges. The idea is that we create specific workshops and MDP programs relating to the participating colleges with the help of PALS, and it's completely free. So don't make any money. It's more to educate them on what is required by the industry and so on. We will reach out to you if there is available opportunity when you can be part of any such initiative in your region. Okay. But this is a great association. I want to thank you.
Oh, thank you.
So Ashok here from Bangalore. I just wanted to ask, I think Partha sir has already answered my question. So we have a lot of associations with colleges in Bangalore. So I just wanted to check whether you have some colleges on board in your PALS.
Okay, in Bangalore, we have 7 partner institutions of PALS. I can give you the list later. I can give it to Ms. Pasha, who can give it to the parents from there. And we have about 7 or 8 in Mysore. I know a few of them because some of them are new, so I don't know the names of that. The membership of institutions, I don't deal. I deal with industry, so I can give the list to him. I'm part of the core team of the PALS. In Bangalore, recently we have added, earlier it was only in Mysore. Mysore, for example, Vidyavartaka, and then Maharaja Institute of Technology, and some more. I went and met them also. I do some consultancy in Mysore. I gave them a project from there.
So in Bangalore, because we have some colleges where we are tied up.
Yeah.
So I think surely they because we see that even the department heads feedback is that the student only the very average or below average students whose ranking is very high in the entrance only join mechanical because they don't get the other branch. So they feel that the student quality of the student or the knowledge level of the student is very low.
Yeah.
So surely they will be happy to get associated with PALs if we can talk.
Yeah.
And just talk to them and
Yeah.
so,
I said I'll give you my card.
yes.
You can speak to me later.
Sure.
Okay.
Sir, and one more thing regarding the DFME, what you just mentioned,
Which one?
DFME, the design for manufacturing.
Yeah.
I think we should have, CAD Centre can have a bridge course because we do teach them design or we do teach them the software, but even at our centers when we teach them, the student doesn't know how to manufacture a product.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what material.
Design for manufacturing and assembly is an American concept adopted by Japanese, but Americans say this is meant for manufacturing. They say in a casting, the radius should be 3 millimeter, 2 millimeter. You should work with the foundry to make it so that there's no crack and all that stuff. That kind of a DFMA was done, and there were points given and all that. I also have the software Dewhurst. And so I bought some Dewhurst. So I'm also a member of that. So what happens is, Japanese say if you are doing only that, you are not a product development person. And product development, please understand, new product development is not the business of engineering department. It is across the company. It is for the whole company because new product development gives new business and sales will go up, marketing will have to be done, and then the finance will get money, management has to get, all stakeholders will get benefited by new product development. So new NPD or new product development or new product introduction is the business of everybody in the company. It is not engineering. So if looking at that concept, to get a business, I already showed a slide here. Cost is equal to selling price minus profit. I didn't explain more. Selling price is fixed by the market. Profit is fixed by the management. The management says, I want 8% or 10% PVT or PAT, whatever it is. And it is left to us as a designers to make it within the cost. So that is my target cost. I showed a graph here where the target cost can be achieved. How do we achieve it? Only by DFMA, not by thinking and design change. That's a different issue. If you have already thought of a design change and made it to a lower cost, you should have done it in the early stage, but not at the time of costing the product or working out the cost estimate. So this has to be done in DFMA, the tool for reducing cost. People confuse it with VAE, value analysis, value engineering. Japanese have taught us to our death. Value analysis and value engineering is meant for an existing product. DFMA is for a new product. So that is the way you have to do. I have spoken about DFMA for 3-4 hours. Okay.
Sir, and one more last. Can we use your PALS IIT on our counseling table type that we are associated, or we have some?
We come back to you.
I suggest you do a program, first program in Mysore, English is can be taken. Because we do it in some places like TCS. When we do a program with TCS, PALS TCS together. Same way PALS Infosys, we do it together. When I say Infosys or PALS, it is not IT, it is product development, core engineering. Okay, so there is we can do that, but we can discuss it at a slightly higher level. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Very good.